Kryptonite Podcast. I am Mark Storrs, and with me as always is
Chris.
And
Rob Morphy.
Thank y'all so very much for joining us. Christopher.
Oh, God.
You were recently out of the country to go see Bad Religion. Tell us all about it.
It's the dope shit. It was in Toronto, which I love going to Toronto whenever I can to see a show, at least.
Awesome.
Super clean, super nice.
It was a dope shit. There was weed abound.
Oh, there's just weed everywhere?
There was.
Right.
Just people were just literally in the streets.
It's all legal in Canada.
Not like everybody, but like, you know, people were. People were smoking.
Civilized society.
Yeah. In the venue, people were smoking weed and no one gave a shit.
Oh, wow, really?
It's fucking crazy.
21st century.
Fucking Canada.
Yeah.
Living
Then
a dream.
Came back and just contracted something awful. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, you were saying that you think that like you may have like inhaled badgers and like street dust.
I feel like I slept outside.
Oh, it's worse.
With my mouth open for 8 hours and just inhaled all of nature.
Oh, God.
So I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Oh, no.
I haven't quite recovered.
Oh, Jesus. All right, well, hey, it's good to have you back.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks.
I'll try.
Yeah, all right, good. Before we get started, Rob, any recent breakthroughs, anything happening over in this end of your world?
No, but
Breakthroughs.
I can't really talk about it in public.
Oh, really?
It's a
That's how I
breakthrough.
do.
Research?
You can't just do
It
that.
is. I mean, but it was offshore, like off, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha.
Like fucking lawless waters.
Right.
Yeah.
Cobra Law, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sweet. So thank y'all for joining us. We are back. I guess listeners at home don't know that we missed a week, but we missed a week, so there you go. The curtain has been pulled back.
Yeah, well,
We are the wizard.
what a revelation.
Hey,
We are the
amazing.
wizard?
We are the wizard.
Thankfully-
Voltron.
Yeah, yeah, we are the Voltron wizard. Exactly.
Oh, who was the fucking villain? No, it wasn't in Voltron.
The
It was in G-Force. The guy with like the fucking purple bunny ears, who was
Oh,
just
yeah.
extravagant and mayhem-ridden, bony as
There was,
shit. Kind of like a space Joker.
Yeah, no, he had more like the cowl.
And he had the sharp pointy
But it was
things.
maybe that was supposed to be a woman too.
Oh no,
Maybe.
it was androgynous as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
And indeed, I believe it ended up being a woman.
I don't know
and
the
she was
real- I can't
nefarious as the
remember.
dills.
Well, maybe our listeners out there can shoot us
can't
a
remember the
Twitter or
real
DM
name.
and let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought
We could Google it, but we won't.
of him, her, but I remember that being one of the great villains of my youth.
I have the figure somewhere.
And there you have it.
Before we get started, actually, we gotta pimp our Patreon. Patreon.com/Kryptonite Podcast. Just in July, we released our live show on the Patreon. So $5 will get you bonus audio. $1 will get you a shout out. So be sure to check that out. We thank you all to everyone that signed up.
Totes.
We are super.
I actually
super
never
appreciative.
thought we'd have the people want to hear more of us
Yeah, especially with like money.
because we're fucked up.
Yeah, no, yeah, not really put together that well, but you know.
So we appreciate it, really.
Yeah,
do.
no, we really do. So thank you all so very much. So this week, we are, you know what? I think sometimes you hit the bottom of the barrel or the edge of the bag, maybe.
The edge of the
Edge
bag.
of the bag.
You
Yeah.
just coined a phrase.
The edge of the bag, because we're talking about the curse of the golden eagle.
Yeah, we are.
Now, this is the first vehicle we've ever covered.
Facts.
The gargantuan gliders, blimp aside,
That was not a blimp.
could technically
it
be a
was.
vehicle.
100% was not a blimp.
There's pictures.
It's a.
There's pictures of blimps.
They didn't even have cameras back then. God damn
Same.
you.
Yeah, they did.
All right.
I know they did, but there was no pictures of this fucking. I'm not talking about it right
All
now.
right, let's get started with in 1964, a Dodge 330 limited edition that was dubbed the Golden Eagle by her owners rolled off the assembly line and directly into paranormal lore by becoming what many say is the most evil car in America. If its pedigree is to be believed, this diabolical vehicle has been indirectly responsible for the deaths of as many as 32 individuals
Oh my God.
during its 55-year reign of terror.
That's a lot of people in a
55
lot of
years,
years.
32 individuals. There have been greater reigns of terror, but none committed by a vehicle.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
That's true.
being a car.
I got totally fucked up.
I know
I'm
you
like,
guys were like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, there's no jurisprudence that covers it. There are no,
Like, wait, what?
nothing on the books.
Yeah, no,
fucking
right.
Let you fucking get on the hook if you're
Yeah.
a car.
Totally. So you know what? We're dipping into some paranormal lore.
We definitely are. And the best part is, I wasn't researching this at fucking all when I stumbled across it. I was researching what is arguably the oldest case of inanimate car that I stumbled upon in an old paperback, as I'm wont to do, the shit I do. And then I couldn't help but be confronted time and time again with this motherfucking golden eagle.
Yeah.
And everyone's talking about the fucking, the trail of bodies and the mayhem. So finally I just said, all right, fuck it. I'm
have to.
scrapping this article.
You gotta find
I'm
it.
putting it on the back burner. This shit is for real.
Yeah, that's the deal.
And now we're going to continue. Though the title of this article, at first glance, appears to be a supernaturally tinged knockoff of Dashiell Hammett's classic 1930 novel, The Maltese Falcon. Classic.
Sure.
Truly.
I've never read it, but yes.
It is actually what some claim to be the most maleficent motor vehicle in the history of the United States. But that's a misnomer. It would be more accurate to say that the Golden Eagle is the most cursed car in the United States.
Oh, all right.
The reasons for this difference will be made clear.
Okay.
According to the car's current owner, Wendy Allen, this now vintage sedan was first purchased off the manufacturer's lot by a delegate of Maine's Old Orchard Beach Police Department. The department was in need of a new patrol car, and the copper-colored Dodge 330 Limited Edition, which they nicknamed the Golden Eagle, seemed like a perfect fit. But unbeknownst to the officers of this small York County community, this vehicle came with more than a fresh coat of paint and a factory warranty. It came with a patina of pure evil. Yeah.
So do you think when you buy the car, the guy's like, hey, look, for an extra $2,000, you can get the patina of evil?
Yeah, I mean, there's the Corinthian leather
and
what's your
plus
choice?
It's like a 64.
That's
so
not normally a selling point. Evil is not normal.
If
Unless
it's-
your goal is to just be evil.
If you're Glenn Danzig
Or if you're selling it to Anton LaVey.
or
Yeah.
Glenn Danzig.
Or what, in 64?
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Danzig couldn't afford a brand
Fucking
new Dodge
dad.
330.
Yeah.
He knows when
Shit.
Imperial Troopers showed up, but he doesn't know what Danzig wasn't fucking
Whatever. In my,
Roger
in,
Driving.
Car shopping.
in
Yeah.
my heart, Danzig is and will be eternal.
Fair enough.
He's-
There may have
that's-
been a family member,
Could have been, yeah.
Emily
like maybe his
Danzig.
dad. Who?
Emily
Wow.
Danzig,
Emily Danzig.
Sally Danzig.
Oh, Ted Danzig. Oh, it's too much of a
that's
no.
too close.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
way too.
I did that from. Yeah, I got that from you, from Ted.
All right,
Brad
fair enough.
Danzig.
I'm just gonna back myself in a corner with that one and just feel ashamed.
No one knows what the genesis of this malice may have been. There are no legends concerning how this automotive atrocity gained its insatiable thirst for blood, nor how this ostensibly inanimate amalgamation of plastic, steel, and rubber became suffused with supernatural properties. But what is known is that its first 3 drivers met horrible ends.
Okay.
Dope.
The unnamed men, all officers with the Old Orchard Beach PD. That's so much
The
going on.
Old yeah.
Is it an old orchard? Is it a beach? It's the Old Orchard Beach. But,
Yeah,
but it's a lot. I mean, well, it's not a lot. It's 2 things going on. It's a beach and an old orchard.
Yeah, but how many
still,
times do you
I
get
don't
like an
know.
old orchard and you're like, oh look, there's a beach.
I guess on one side of the road,
I mean, we're landlocked.
Yon Old Orchard. The rest is
here in
beach.
New York, we're like kind of landlocked.
Or maybe
so it
just an
definitely wouldn't be a
orchard of
beach.
sand.
Oh, so if there's like an orchard by the lake, does that still
A
count?
sand orchard.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a beach riddled with fucking Johnny Appleseed offspring.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think there was just 2 different things in this community, and
Perhaps.
the town fathers couldn't decide which one to
Well,
celebrate the most.
Now
Or it's just a name.
Now we're left with this.
Regardless, the unnamed officers did not die behind the wheel of the killer coupe, but instead were all compelled to take their own lives in horrific fashion. What's worse, they were not content to kill themselves, but also their entire families.
3
the
officers
twofer.
with
3 separate
murder,
officers.
like a murder-suicide for 3 separate officers.
That's weird. That's the rumor on the street.
All right.
I'm going to say this out of the gate.
Okay.
I did not vet this. I was looking up this old school fucking, like I was saying earlier,
Right.
like the first ever account of a car that went on its own to do some heinous shit, and eventually we'll get to it. But the internet kept slapping me upside my big bald head saying,
Yeah.
Golden Eagle. Golden
Okay.
Eagle, most
All right.
evil car in America.
All right.
So I was like, all right. I'm not here to do all the research and read everyone's regional papers.
Right.
I'm just here
Just
to tell
the
the
tales.
legend.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing.
The regional penny savers.
I don't
of the
need-
stories.
I
To know
know.
who's selling an alpaca, because sometimes you need an alpaca
All right.
And
to breed with your alpaca.
Okay.
It's the first thing I could think of.
Really, an alpaca? I'm sorry, alpaca?
I'm sorry, a tiny llama.
Yeah. Adorable, though.
At first, it must have seemed like a tragic coincidence, or that the officers and their young families had been the victims of work-related stress leading to full-on psychosis.
Which is possible.
Though that would seem a little odd, seeing as the beachfront population they were patrolling only consisted of less than 10,000 souls, and would hardly seem to be one of the nation's more intense regions for law enforcement officers. Whether or not anyone at the time made the connection between the Golden Eagle and the tragic fates of the men who piloted her remains unrecorded, but it seems that someone in the division noted the malignancy because soon after the third murder-suicide, the car was, in a criminally irresponsible move, I think, taken off of active duty and unleashed on an unsuspecting public.
They sent her to the auction?
Why not dismantle her? Like, if you're aware enough, like, Bill, Dale, Phil, their families.
Bill, Dale, and Phil. Bill, Phil, Dale.
We're not laughing at the tragic. We're just laughing at how you're naming conventions.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I have standard names. We all know that.
right.
I don't go far off the board.
Dave,
Murray.
Murray.
Always Murray.
So, all right. So they literally, generally speaking, when you decommission patrol cars, at least around here, you just send them to the auction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the same happened in Old Orchard Beach.
So yeah, but like you're
But you'd think-
you would think, yeah, maybe, hey, let's not send the cursed automobile to the auction because then it's going to curse other people. Which is that foreshadowing?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
End of the pod.
Yeah.
No,
Patreon, Instagram.
No, actually, this is the end of the story.
Okay, good. Great.
Patreon, Instagram.
Well, I'm sorry. 3 dead families aren't enough for you? How much more do you
Yeah.
need?
No, I need
Oh,
7.
man.
I need 7 to be happy with myself.
Oh, my God.
You're going to be ecstatic.
All right, great.
You son of a bitch.
You're running on that platform?
Oh, Mark Stores 2020. Oh, we can't talk politics because we're going to get a 1-star review.
Too bad. You already did it. Your opinions are fucking shut the fuck up.
That's a deep cut that we'll talk about later. Let's go look at our iTunes reviews. It's pretty funny.
Its first civilian owner was, according to Ellen, a well-liked local elderly man, but not unlike the eerie old coot in John Carpenter's interpretation of Stephen King's Christine. Soon after he purchased the car, the man began to garner a quote-unquote creepy reputation. Just what he did to earn his newfound status is unclear, as is his fate. But eventually the old man died, and the Golden Eagle moved on.
So the guy got the car, and they're just like, ew, he's a creep.
But he wasn't a creep.
Like a
He was like,
toucher or
sweet.
something?
No, I don't know. Come on. Why assume the worst?
I'm
Who
just going
knows?
with he got a creepy vibe.
All right, well, I think this is the 70s. So what does it take to become a creep in the 70s? Because in my
I don't know.
vague recollection of the 70s, everyone was pretty much a fucking creep.
I wasn't there.
It was a
I don't
little
know.
loose. 70s were loose.
Yeah, the moral foundations were not quite as solid.
So loose.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a 16-year-old girlfriend, apparently no one cared. But, whatever. I mean, standards and
70s.
practices.
Standards and practices,
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
it's not a good idea. Like,
Regardless, he apparently was a pillar of the community, bought said car.
got creepy.
Fucking creep as
Yeah,
hell.
okay.
All right, weird.
Just a big old bag of elderly scum
You
from
know what
that
though?
point
Maybe
on.
Perfect.
You know what though? Maybe people are projecting that on him because of the car.
Yeah, maybe it was a sweet
He
pussy
was-
fetcher, and he was just
he was
fucking cruising
fine.
around, making fucking life good for himself, and bitter, jealous rivals, the other men at the fucking billiards hall
Started
or wherever.
talking shit. Yeah.
But maybe Ray, his name was Ray.
All right.
In my mind.
Yeah.
Maybe he was doing just fine for himself.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Maybe he didn't deserve the reputation.
Maybe.
No, those jerks at the billiard hall.
Seriously.
Maybe he should have stopped hanging out at the high
Yeah.
school.
With other cold, frosty beers.
All right.
Oh,
God.
bastards. All right. Sometime during the 80s, the 4-door death machine was purchased by an unspecified member of the Allen family, long before its current owner, Wendy Allen, was able to drive. According to Wendy, that was when it began its quote-unquote second wave of terror, as the cursed car consistently put her family's lives in jeopardy by freezing the steering wheel in dense traffic or randomly throwing its doors open while speeding down the cracked asphalt of Maine's highways, forcing the family members to hold on for dear life.
The doors don't just fly open for no apparent reason.
They do on a cursed car.
Well, not necessarily.
I mean, the latch system isn't complicated. Like it's
Now,
real
I'm no
easy.
expert on the Dodge
No,
330 Limited Edition. Maybe there was a recall for sloppy doors and frozen wheels.
Back then, there was no recalls.
No.
What was the car you could crash into the back of
The
it
Pinto.
and it would catch on fire?
Yeah. Dude,
No, if you mean mugged it, it would explode.
Yeah.
A fucking car was
If
vulnerable.
you snapped your fingers near it, it would just blow up.
Dude, a lot of
All right,
cars
okay,
were
so maybe,
fucking like
you know
that.
what? Maybe there could be a possible recall, or the devil is at work.
That is something that we're going to entertain.
All right, let's dig deeper.
Although the family feared what might happen next, mercifully, none of the Allens were killed or felt the compulsion to kill. Obviously, both are a problem with this car.
Okay, good.
Others who came into contact with the abominable auto would not be so lucky. Allen claims that during the 80s and 90s, numerous untimely deaths occurred in the presence of the Golden Eagle. Most heart-wrenchingly, 2 children who, on separate occasions, were struck by passing cars and hurtled toward the satanic sedan. One landed on the hood of the car, the other rolled beneath its front bumper. Both were pronounced dead at the scene.
So the car didn't actually...
This car does nothing.
No, it
just
was
for
just
the record,
hanging out.
It was
This
hanging
car
out, and kids
does
got
dick
launched
off.
into it?
Yeah.
That's why
That's
I say
fucked up.
it's sort of a misnomer. This isn't Christine. This isn't
Right.
even Herbie the Love Bug. This fucking thing doesn't do anything. It's not even fucking James Brolin in the car, a movie I inexplicably love, though I don't know why.
Well, to be fair, the freezing, the steering is freezing, the
all
cars
right,
are opening
so
it
there
off.
is, I guess, a certain element of
Right. So it's cursed.
willfulness.
It's cursed, but on these 2 occasions, it just may have been wrong place, wrong time.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just an innocent
I'm not
bystander.
trying to defend the Golden Eagle.
Sure sounds like you are.
Maybe, okay. Just saying.
All
These
right,
poor
well.
kids just got thrown into the car. That's fucked up.
It is fucked up, and it is beyond coincidental, but we can't... And again, as Chris pointed out earlier, car law is not a well-established fact.
Okay.
You can only get so litigious with an automobile, but if it were slightly better established, I think Perry Mason could have a field day with this shit.
Totally.
Another man, we're going to continue with this onslaught, was allegedly decapitated by a passing 18-wheeler while admiring the diabolical Dodge.
So you're looking at the car,
Okay, well, that's his fault,
18-wheeler
clearly.
comes by and cuts your head off?
Yeah.
Presumably coating its coppery skin with a generous splash of crimson.
Okay, real quick.
Okay,
I
well,
know
that's
that you
his own
don't have
fault.
the research on this, but how the fuck are you standing looking at a car and an 18-wheeler comes by and your head's gone?
Maybe the rear view. Maybe something was hanging
The
off.
rear view's way too high.
It was transporting sabers.
Which were all sticking out of the side.
That just makes
and then
sense.
fucking
That's the only
couple
way
Yeah.
you
dudes
stick
that off.
sabers. If you put them all on top of each other, they'll get dull.
Yeah.
You have to stick the sabers out.
So
Said, the
I
70s
guess
was
no,
loose.
yeah,
They did not know how to
Saber
pack.
transportation
it was a
wasn't
classic
fucking-
katana shipment.
No. They put
It's
them
just
on
how they do it.
pallets, not wrapped right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right.
Some shit
I feel bad that
stuck
the guy
out.
got decapitated, but again, okay.
Stop looking at the
it
fucking
might
car.
not have been the car's fault.
Wow.
I'm not defending the Golden Eagle. I
Golden
am
Eagle
defending the
apologist,
Golden
Mark
Eagle.
fucking
Yeah.
Store.
Well, get out of the road if you're going to look at the car.
Yeah, why would you stand in the middle of the fucking road and look at a car?
I don't know. Maybe the fucking truck went onto the sidewalk. We don't know.
I feel like no.
Probably not.
Yeah, no. It was,
I feel like no.
Yeah. Okay.
Following this spate of gruesome deaths, the car's reputation for creating carnage was cemented, and that's when, according to Allen, various local evangelical groups took it upon themselves to purge this proxy for the devil from the earthly realm. It would be a decision that they would, to the last, come to regret.
So the soldiers of Jesus decide to take a stand?
That's what they have to do.
Okay. Well, I mean...
It's their only option. Let's get into this.
So do you think maybe like on Sunday church, like, did you hear about the fucking Golden
Oh,
Eagle?
you know-
You think really they're like whispering and
I
shit
mean, if
about
there's
it?
one thing I remember about churches,
Yeah.
it's a rumor mill. But if you're going to get the dander up and get the
Right.
faithful together,
Bringing the Satan? Yeah. Talking a bunch of Chatty Cathys on a Sunday.
and next thing you know,
Yeah.
it's a mini crusade.
All right.
The first bunch of, speaking of which, self-appointed anti-car crusaders vandalized the vehicle, evidently in the hope that it would render it immobile and thus make it less likely that innocent souls would be exposed to its nefarious influences. It was also suggested they attempted to perform an exorcism on the Dodge of the damned, believing it to be possessed by a motherfucking demon.
Just imagine a bunch of people like 2 in the morning Trying to hold the real silent fucking exorcist.
Yeah. Well, first off, where is the car? Because if it's literally
If it's in the driveway,
in the
you're gonna be
Allen's
like,
driveway,
Yeah.
then I mean, how quiet
Yeah,
can you
honey,
vandalize?
the church is outside trying to
Yeah,
exercise
you
the
can't.
fucking car. Even vandalizing, like, what are you going to spray paint? Like, don't get near me? Like
Crucifixes? I don't know.
Pop the tires? Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Pop the
I mean, I
tires?
guess.
Yeah,
but
I mean, if you're going to vandalize
you'd
it, like,
think
what are you
you'd
going to
do more?
I mean, yeah, maybe cover it in Christ's love.
Wow.
Yeah, why not?
There it is.
Works.
They don't just have that.
If you had like what is that? Like, I mean, I guess.
What's the Technicolor coat the guy wore? Right? Who's
fucking
that?
Joseph's
Who's the
Technicolor
guy?
dream
Yeah.
coat? Jesus Christ.
Cover it in the coat.
No, like
Is it
what?
color-
that
is it-
fucking
The
homemade
fuck are you
shitty
even
glue.
saying?
Is the coat a thing?
Like
It's
if
a
you
robe.
tear a Bible
Oh, sorry.
apart and then like put like that shitty homemade water and flour glue on it. You know what I'm talking about? Like that kindergarten remedial fucking buy some Elmer's
cover it
glue
in
glue.
Bible pages.
Paste the Bible onto the car. That's how you vandalize the
It's like
devil's
drawing
car.
a dick in your friend's face when they're drunk.
I suppose.
That's exactly the same thing.
It's like,
Perfect.
just draw a dick in the car.
I just want to tell you both efforts, the effort to vandalize said car and the effort to exorcise said demon,
Didn't work.
they were in vain.
Okay.
Not only did the Golden Eagle continue to soar with nary a scratch on her, but not long after the self-righteous attack, every single member of the pious posse died horrible deaths.
The car won?
It could have been 4 people, could have been 14, I don't know how many, but the car
They all
fucking
died?
won. Some were the victims of ghastly car accidents, resulting in yet another grisly decapitation, while no less than fucking 4
Could have been more, though.
no
right.
less than 4
No less than 4.
of the would-be auto exorcists were struck and killed by fuck-sucking lightning.
Whoa, really? Dude, that's...
I thought that was God's
Yeah,
thing. I thought when God was pissed, you got struck by
Yeah,
lightning.
or, nature, but whatever. It's
Well,
cool.
Maybe he was.
Maybe it was the devil's lightning. Maybe it was
4
lightning from the dirt.
Dude, if we're talking Old Testament Yahweh, it could have been him.
So
He's a
4
wild card.
you
4
never know.
people struck
Yeah.
by lightning.
And at least, I guess, at least 2 others killed in car accidents. So we're talking a minimum of 6 vandals.
All right.
4 by lightning, 1 headless, 2 by
See,
car.
you shouldn't have fucked with the car, man.
Well,
Just saying.
so wait. Now you're no longer defending the Golden Eagle.
I'm not defending its actions. I'm just simply stating that
It had a right to live.
no,
and it should have been.
didn't stand its ground. If that's what you're telling
No,
me.
listen.
Oh, wait, did the Golden Eagle stand its fucking ground? Is that what you're
I'm
I
saying?
not
don't even
saying
know what
it
that
did.
means.
I'm not saying it did.
However, if
However.
it was cursed, it doesn't necessarily mean that it had the influence. Whoever put the curse on it, it's their fault.
Look
yeah.
at Chris with the big brain thinking outside the box.
Yeah, look at that.
Come
See?
on now.
So I'm just saying, it ain't the fucking car. It's the it's the cursey. Isn't that who it is? The cursey?
If it's a curse,
The cursor?
sure.
First off,
cursor.
wow.
The cursor.
But yeah, technically.
Yeah, the person who
Cursor.
laid said
The
curse
cursor.
on the curse on the car. The cursor.
And manufactures your keyboard. Sure.
Yeah, the car's the cursey.
The cursier.
So maybe.
If you lay a curse, what are you called? A wizard? Clearly.
Well, maybe. I
Or a
don't
witch,
know.
or
a
cursor,
Warlock,
a
or
cursor.
A cursor. Fine. It's
Yeah.
a cursor. It's 100% a cursor, henceforth, period.
I'm Rick the Cursor. People be like, what?
Talk to Mark.
You're cursed. Okay. Later, Rick.
Hit your tab button.
Anyway.
There is a specific number I had obviously forgotten.
Okay.
14 people in all were purportedly slain just for attempting to quench the Golden Eagle's insatiable bloodlust.
My God.
What does that mean?
It
14
killed 14 people between fucking decapitation, auto accidents, and lightning strikes. 14 people
Including-
tied to this car
Including
died.
the dead kids, including all the fucking
including
cops and their families. So that was the body
Oh,
count.
I thought
at
it
this
was
point.
14 people in the fucking
in that
church.
group. No, that's just added to the
Yeah,
body
see?
count.
All
slaughter.
right, there's some deeper.
One might be forgiven for believing that this mass slaughter might have discouraged other do-gooders from attempting to rid their community of the devil's ride. But once mobilized, these champions of Christianity would not be cowed. The impetus for the next all-out assault on the vile vehicle transpired in 2008 when a teenage male was said to have, perhaps on a dare, simply touched the outside of the parked Golden Eagle. Perhaps it was the hubris of the act that so enraged the steel demon, or maybe it had built up such a superfluous cachet of evil that a mere touch was all it took to turn the teen, But either way, after the incident, the youth butchered his family, including the pet dog.
Killed the fucking dog?
Curiously, unlike previous male-influenced murderers, the boy did not or was prevented from taking his own life.
Killed the fucking dog.
Just for touching the car.
Yeah, never mind family.
Yeah, never mind family, exactly.
Whatever, I mean, you
Never
know.
mind
Killed
little
the
sister,
dog.
Lucy, his fucking teenage sister that just
fucking
got into Alfred State.
Fucking Sparky the dog.
Sparky's just a
No
dog,
one cares
man.
about Sparky?
No.
I care about Sparky, but I care more about the fucking people.
Dude, but generally speaking, people don't kill themselves, their family, and then their dog.
Yeah,
They do when they're fucking golden eagle.
Man.
Yeah,
you
they do when
got
they're
dug out
fucked.
golden eagled.
In Africa, you get Groot slanged.
Yeah.
Around here, you get golden eagled.
Wow. Fuck.
This proved to be the final straw for the local faithful, and the next attempt to take on the foul four-wheeled assassin occurred in 2010. All right, it took him 2 years to get the druther
God,
up, you know.
2010.
You got to get your courage together.
Man, all right.
You know, fucking little Ryan kills the family and Sparky, but 2 years later, you got your shit together. These churchgoers crept to the car in the dead of night and didn't simply sabotage this scourge of the roadways, but utterly dismantled it, dispatching the pieces to various junkyards where they hoped they would rot for eternity.
So, they took the car apart.
That is the rumor.
Was this with Wendy's permission?
Oh, no.
No, they just did it,
So-
apparently.
Okay.
There's a lot of ifs there.
There's a lot of ifs there because if you don't, I mean, obviously, if you don't have like an engine lift or like the proper tools, all you're going to be able to fucking get off is like the battery and like the air filter.
Well, you can prop some panels and shit.
Off the body.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably pry them off, but even then, not an easy feat. So, like, was the car? This is because this was part of the story that I was a little concerned with. Was the car in her driveway, and they're just like, "Fuck you," and they bring in a mechanic, and he starts taking it apart?
Here's the weird thing.
Like, what the fuck?
There's a scant bunch of photos of this thing, and it seems to be basically overgrown in a backyard a little bit, and
Right.
not in the best of shape. So if it was in a piece of property that was removed from the house, then maybe you could rationalize how you could get away with a lot of sound and not maybe get busted by the owners, or maybe they knew a time that Wendy Allen was going to be out of town on vacation, visiting family, who the fuck knows. So I don't know is the short answer, but the longer assumption is maybe something was happening and that took them 2 years of fucking solid planning so they could find a couple of days where they were working basically without any
'cause
supervision.
You would need a fucking.
You need like a cherry
You would-
picker.
you
You
would
need
need-
all sorts of shit.
You would need a
Yeah.
mechanic and a fucking engine lift.
Well, there's no
And
reason
actually-
to surmise that there wasn't a mechanic at this church.
Right. No, maybe the local church mechanic was like, yeah, I'll take it apart, but I want to give a shout out to my buddy Kevin. Kevin G, what up, Mean Gene? There's a little engine breakdown there.
Oh my!
Yeah, kind of he gave us, I used him as a resource for this because I was asking
Look
him,
at
like, how the
you.
fuck. Yeah, I just
All
did
right.
research.
Well, wait a minute. Did they specifically say they took the engine out?
No, I think just
No,
just the parts of
just
it.
dismantled. Is
Just-
all I heard.
Right.
There's just
Dude,
not a
that
lot-
could mean
not a
fucking
lot there.
anything.
I mean, like if it's mirrors and shit.
Well, they could have taken like the spark plugs and maybe the fucking wires.
Yeah, whatever
some of the
they could
essential
remove.
things.
Even then, there's
Right.
not really much. But there's the engine breakdown.
All right, so we really don't know.
What up, Mean
And they
Gene?
might have like overestimated their workmanship in terms of taking this car to
That's what I
task.
mean. They say
Right.
dismantle, which could have been
We just don't know.
fucking anything.
Saying.
But
Saying.
okay,
I think they were tooting their own horn a little bit too
Well,
loud.
all right,
for
so
my-
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit
all
too
right.
loud for my liking.
church folk, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
They prayed that, unlike Christine or for that matter the Iron Giant, this malevolent motor vehicle would not be able to spontaneously reassemble its sundry parts back into a cohesive whole. They implored God to let their act of selfless courage finally put an end to the long nightmare that had plagued their community.
They just made more fucking
Okay.
cars because they put the parts in. They put all the pieces in a
So
fucking
are you
junkyard.
suggesting that, say,
You spread
if
the evil.
you put the
Not
evil-
necessarily.
like-
Not necessarily.
like a heart transplant or even eye transplant
Dude,
or
we all
whatever.
saw Shocker, right?
Okay.
Wasn't that to do with the guy that got the heart transplant? And
No,
then,
that's the guy
shit.
that got electrocuted
Oh,
and became a
fuck,
goddamn
sorry.
piece of
All right,
electricity.
wrong one. What was
I'm
the
like
one where
Mitch
the dude?
Pileggi.
What was the? It was Mitch Pileggi. You're right. What was the one where the dude fucking they gave the guy like the fucking eyes or whatever, and then he shit.
Oh,
Like, was it called like Pieces or something like that?
I
What the
know what
fuck
you're
was
talking about.
I
There's been a
don't
couple
know.
variations on
it?
that theme, though.
It was the same murderer from fucking Shocker.
But wasn't it like fucking you got the eyes of the victim and you saw the murderer coming? I always
there
think
was,
there's
there,
been
was, there was
variations
one
of
like
that,
that, but I
too.
thought that it was like the dude's like parts are not the people, and they started killing people. I'm just saying, man, if it's a cursed vehicle and you take the fucking, I don't know, the oil filter out of it or whatever, you do some stupid shit, and you go put it to a junkyard, and someone's like, oh, I got my Dodge 64 330 Limited, I need to get one of these, like pick and pull or some shit.
then it's going to infect
You
it
would think
with
that you're just spreading the fucking disease,
but why?
man.
demon skill.
The only
was-
reason you say that is because movies.
Yeah, yeah, and it's cursed.
Well, in all fairness, he's saying it like if say somebody has a disease, and in those days before they screened really well, you could give somebody that was a donor recipient the disease that original person had. So from that logic, I get what you're saying.
Depends on the circumstances.
If they take the rims,
Of it.
But if evil works as a bacteria and or a virus or some sort of
yeah,
or
all you're
cancer,
doing is you're just making a bunch of other golden eagles.
that's by that logic. I see
It's
what
multiplying.
you're saying.
Yeah.
If evil is infectious, and I suppose you could make a real argument that it is, then they might have just amplified the golden eagle
And all they're doing is
exponentially.
they're imploring the Lord to be like, please don't let this happen. You fucked up. Because what if it happens? You made
well,
your
then the Lord fucked up because they implored
You
it.
made your situation twice as worse.
Let's find out what happens.
All right.
But this time, it wasn't the devil who intervened, but Wendy Allen and the long arm of the law. Enraged that yet another group of what she believed were religious radicals had taken it upon themselves to destroy not only the car that she used on a semi-daily basis, but what had become, in effect, a multi-generational family heirloom, Allen called the local authorities and took to the internet to implore strangers for help in recovering all of the missing parts.
On the internet?
On the internet. Said, they stole my car, they took it apart. Internet, help me.
Oh, man. Facebook, help.
Orchard Beach
Community page.
cops, help me.
Yeah, so the car that she uses on the reg, these fuckers took apart and sent to a junkyard.
Because it's evil.
Again, I'm questioning how much they took apart, but I can't get past that because I just am not able to get past some things.
Against all odds, or perhaps with a little help from below, Allen managed to reclaim most of the missing pieces and had them reassembled into something resembling the original vehicle. Then, anticipating still more attacks from those who believed the infernal machine to be diabolically controlled, she put the Golden Eagle into hiding. What's the only thing you can do with this boy?
You gotta cover. Oh, you get one of those cool like camo tarps.
Done!
Yeah, and you fucking, you're like,
Where is it?
There's nothing here. Yeah, camo tarp that fucker.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should be a consultant.
I should. Dumb shit by Mark Stewart. What do you see? You get a camouflage tarp.
This
Over
has
your
prompted
helicopter.
the same church group who dismantled the car, in whatever fashion they managed to label Allen, quote unquote, the sea witch of Old Orchard Beach.
She's a sea witch.
That's
That's
what they
kind
say.
of fucking cool.
All right.
The Sea Witch and the Golden Eagle. Wow, that's a dope fucking record. Dude, that's a great fucking concept record.
Sure.
Am I the only one that wants to hear the record?
I think so.
Yeah, well,
I'll try to write it. I'll try. I'll keep you updated.
I'll give you this. Adding the word sea to witch always amplifies its cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of feel bad for her. Like, it's just her car. She's using it on the rag. These fucking people are getting all crazy about it, taking it apart, removing the bumper. Air filter's gone. No battery. God damn it.
How's she getting to the Piggly Wiggly?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I feel bad for the Sea Witch. God damn it. Leave her alone.
This church group further claimed that she employed black magic to curse the car and proceeded to use it to cast, quote unquote, death spells.
Oh, man.
Okay.
She sounds
like
kind
they
of
were
cool.
saying earlier. That Jesus
Just
Christ.
saying, I don't know, man. She sounds kind of groovy.
Oh, the Sea Witch
She
with her
sounds
death
kinda awesome.
spells.
Yeah.
That's a burning in most
Dude,
centuries.
just saying, when you're hanging out with someone, you're like, dude, she fucking cast death spell with the fucking car. You're like, she's probably pretty cool.
Well, you know what this sounds like to me? Overreacting.
Oh, dude, Kim,
Well,
the whole
like-
point of the
You
story...
think.
Yeah, I know.
The whole fucking
I
point
know.
of the story is that there's just this car where this weird shit happens around it, and these fucking people blaming it on the car.
Yeah.
Not the fact of a coincidence or just like, I don't know, just coincidence.
They label
That's it.
her a sea witch, and now suddenly she's
And
responsible.
they're taking apart her fucking car.
Yeah.
But the funny
Well-
thing is, regardless of how culpable she is, and I'm pretty dubious about the whole thing, this conveniently ignores the fact that its decades-long murder spree began fucking years before her family even owned the car.
Yeah, that's
it came
weird.
off the line in '64 and immediately, allegedly, obviously the 3 officers killed themselves and their families.
No,
which is terrible.
allegedly is fair.
Okay.
Because
All right,
there's
allegedly.
part of me that can't help but to think that why did none of us know this?
Right.
If there,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yes, it's a small community, and maybe they like put a clamp down on the personal tragedies that help there. There's a lot of things that I'm willing to turn a blind eye at, but again, like I say, I vetted none of this. I read nothing beyond what I finally was
right.
forced to deal with. But to me, it seems like this shit should be a household name. If 32
Yeah, it seems
to
like a lot.
14 to 57 people fucking
You got
died.
2 decapitations, 4 lightning strikes, 2 dead kids, 3
Lightning.
dead families, 3 dead officers,
A dog.
a dog,
Sparky.
fucking R.I.P. Sparky.
Fuck Sparky.
Wow,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Really. Fucking pooch.
Yeah. You have no heart.
No.
Ever since we talked about Shazam, I'm like, oh, Chris, I saw Shazam. It was awesome. And you just sent me some
Crap.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not crap.
I just sent some emoji back like, I'm sad that I missed
No,
your
you gave me
I missed the Chris
face.
I used to know.
Where's your heart?
No,
Okay,
you
where's
didn't-
your
you didn't-
heart,
you didn't
Chris?
do that at all.
No, I didn't do that at all. In my head, maybe I'm like, I missed the old Chris.
Are you guys ready for a twist?
We're ready for a twist.
Things about to get turned on their ear a little bit.
Okay, what do we got? Ooh.
It saved some people?
Wendy Allen. Yeah, could you imagine?
The car
When it rolled into the orphanage,
It's
the
fighting.
orphanage.
and then it took all, it
It's
took all the
fighting.
It's fighting local crime and
They
solving
found a big
mysteries.
trench coat and got in disguise and saved people.
That's like fucking
It's wearing a fucking guardian angel
It's like
fucking.
McGruff, but it's a fucking
Yeah.
car. It's just
Oh
like-
my! Remember McGruff, the crime
It's
car.
like Unbreakable. I just found a trench coat. And it's just saving
It's
fuckers.
not
go,
quite.
yeah.
It's not quite that ironic.
Okay,
Oh,
but
well.
it's back.
That's my story's better.
It is.
It is really good.
Wendy Allen, a self-professed witch,
Wendy's a witch.
Turns out she was
She
a
really
witch.
is as cool as I thought she was.
who goes under the moniker Reverend Eelcat,
Reverend Eelcat.
is less offended by the stigma of being a practitioner of the dark arts. Yeah, Chris is broken.
No, I know.
Then she is the accusation that her car is demonic. She readily concedes that the Golden Eagle is haunted, but denies that it is a killer, stating, "It's just a car that's been passed down my family for years."
You're splitting hairs.
And people are reading too much into the things that have happened to people around the car. Because look at me, my family, my friends. We're fine, aren't we? If the car was hell-bent on killing everyone, well, why isn't everyone dead? To which those who believe Allen and her car to be aligned with the forces of evil remain unconvinced by this argument, pointing out that she could simply be protecting her loved ones from the Golden Eagle's unmitigated evil while using it to do her bidding. And they dread the day that this hellspawn of the highway comes out of hiding to continue its unholy campaign against humanity.
Oh man! All right, twist, major twist. But Eelcat,
Reverend Eelcat.
Reverend Eelcat. All right, so she's as cool as I thought she was.
Yeah.
I was correct.
She is a sea witch.
Yeah, she's a sea witch. She's
And
cool.
A feline sea witch. At
No,
that.
she didn't say she
Yeah.
was a sea witch.
No,
But-
they
but I
called
mean-
her a sea witch.
But eel isn't her name.
But she's a witch, and we all know plenty of witches, and they're all
I
super
find
cool.
that super convenient. You're clearly sea witch. Oh, did I mention though I'm a witch and my name's Eelcat?
Well, then maybe they knew that she was like a Wiccan or something. Maybe they fucking. You know what?
And
This
they
could.
might have.
They're just fucking. They're targeting her because she's a Wiccan or she's into some other cool shit that they can't be a part of because they're all fucking too fucking fucked up.
So basically, you've just you've stigmatized the entire history of the church from the Inquisition on. Like,
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah, leave her alone. She's doing cool shit.
Oh my god. All right.
Why can't you do cool shit, Torquemada?
But then she's like, well, the car's haunted, but it's not killing. So she's kind of like, the car might kill the
sure,
car.
my family almost got flung
All right,
into the
you
black
got
tie.
me. I am a sea witch. And
exactly
it
it.
like
I want to
really.
defend her so bad, but she's like, yeah, it's haunted. It's not killing yet, but things happen. Bad things.
Around it.
Or near
a
it.
lot.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Maybe or you know what though? Maybe she's the one that can stop this. Maybe she's been keeping it at bay all these years. She's the one on the wall, on the car wall, holding it at bay.
That's what I was actually thinking too. Maybe her family was cursed to have this thing in their family
Until she came
they,
along.
They are like the guardians of this fucking thing.
Yeah,
And they're just trying their best.
Just doing it like
Just
the,
being
like
a
the body
cocksucker,
count should be
and
like
they're just trying.
127.
it's just like,
But they've
yeah,
kept it
man.
down to 32 by sheer works of miracles.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like when you know that thing with that. Then they got the dog, and it tries to bite everyone, but they love the dog, and they're like, no, this is our dog. We love her, but then she tries to bite all the neighborhood
It's
kids
a
in the face.
yippy biting chihuahua.
I was thinking more of like a Doberman picture.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, that
Because
when
it
that
was
dog
early the 70s, the 80s.
literally kills one person, they put it to sleep.
You cover it up.
That's true.
You cover it.
You cover it
But
up.
it's not even-
You really kill. You can be like a car hit the kid, whatever. Fucking you cover it up.
Well, see, the car,
You can't
in
kill
the
it.
That's not even
greatest
a thing.
ruse ever, kills no one.
Well, that's the thing. So it's not the
no,
dog
it's
analogy
sorta-
isn't
it
quite,
sorta
makes
quite
you
right.
kill.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not. Sometimes it's just people looked at it and then got dismembered.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
yeah, Johnny
So
Katana.
that's
Yeah,
not
the
that's,
worst,
a Doberman
seriously.
picture doesn't look at you and then you die.
Yeah, you don't
Very
pet
true.
a cockapoo and then murder your fucking family.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So maybe my Doberman pincher analogy aside wasn't the best, but I think that maybe they're just targeting her because she's different and she's into some cool shit and they're like blaming the car.
Listen, we all love underdogs.
I don't know,
And we
man.
all love.
I'm trying to pull for the sea witch.
Listen,
I really am.
No, listen.
I really
you're
am.
trying.
I love marginalized individuals and situations.
Witches are
my
cool.
instinct is to say that it's not obviously this.
There's-
And there's part of me that's like, what if there's some other hellish shit and this is all fucking a dupe. This is like fucking Lee Harvey Oswald said, I'm a patsy. Evidence doesn't bear that out. It really seems like the Golden Eagle is fucking at the epicenter of a lot of this carnage, but maybe there's some other real evil shit in Old Orchard Bay or whatever the fuck the place is
And
called. They're just managing to because who's the car that's hitting those kids? And then sending them flying onto the car so that like no one remembers the fucking.
Or what about the 18-wheeler that
So
decapitated
there
the
could
guy?
be like a linchpin that's connected to all the other deaths. That's not the car.
That's not the car,
But
keeps
connected.
laying it at the feet of said car.
Right.
The car might be a patsy.
I don't know. I mean, so the car's Oswald?
Well,
So-
no, because Oswald did it, but
Oh, we're going to have this discussion now, really? Are we going to talk about Oswald, the moon, and other things?
yeah,
We
eventually.
don't have time for that.
Not
So
right now.
maybe
We don't.
This.
All right, well, let's table that.
All right, yeah, Oswald is on the moon.
That would be.
Yeah, I
I
said
don't
that.
even know what to say about any of this. So maybe there's this guy that knows the secret of the car, and there would have been more deaths, but this guy is causing something to happen, and he's actually saving lives because there'd be more deaths. So maybe he's caught.
The sea witch?
Wait, now I'm confused. I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
where you're going.
yeah, no.
So there's
the
an
sea witch.
outside agency that
Yeah.
knows what's going on with the car.
Okay.
And there'd be more deaths, but this guy maybe causes one thing to happen that maybe causes a death, but he's
Right.
actually saving more deaths because.
Oh, you went fucking 7 layers deeper than I was. I was literally
I
saying
was.
just another more evil car that was blaming the
Oh, no,
Golden
I know.
Eagle.
I'm
Two
saying there's-
cursed cars?
No,
Well,
he's saying there's a car. I'm saying
there's
it's
the Black
just an
Volga,
agency, not
who could have been
necessarily
on
a car.
vacation,
Oh,
but we'll
Black
table that for
Volga.
another
Because it's
day.
not just cars; it's fucking lightning and all sorts of other fucking
yeah,
shit.
you're right.
So that's why I'm like, there's just
So-
another agency that is.
All right, so something else is causing all of this, and there's blaming it
Yeah,
on the car
they're,
because the
they're
car's
like,
around.
we know something's going to happen, and
Right.
we're going to try to save as many lives as possible.
What if like say the Golden Eagle is as cursed as everyone says, and if you just brush your dick up against it or fucking lean
Why
on it
would you do
conveniently,
that?
I don't know. What if your butt accidentally brushes up against it, or you're leaning and you're at the fucking roller rink and somebody fucking parks it and you're just trying to fucking get your skate key? Who the fuck knows why? If this good
Sure.
wizard or whatever the fuck it
Yeah,
is,
no, Glinda, hanging out.
all right,
I got a brand new pair of
Johnny
roller
Glinda's
skates.
there,
Gandalf.
and he's the good warlock of the fucking woods, And he's like, well, fuck, now you're going to go home and murder your family. I have to strike you with lightning on the way home. Because to murder that one person is to save the entire family.
That's what I was saying. You have
I
to.
don't know, man.
You give somebody has to die to save more people.
Yeah. So
I think
That's what I
kill
was
one to
saying.
save 5. And plus, that soul is already corrupt. You touch the golden eagle.
That's what I'm
think
saying.
either the golden eagle is clearly a fucking cursed object, or this woman is just getting shit pinned on her because the weird shit happens around her car.
But that's a lot of weird shit.
I mean, it is a lot of weird shit, but coincidence happens.
That's true.
It's weird.
Yeah, but
There's a lot
14
of
to
weird
32
shit.
goes beyond coincidence. Listen,
All
I'm not here to burn a witch.
right, but we can't even. First of all, 14 to 32, and the 3 officers and the 3 families, we can't even confirm that.
We can't confirm anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I
right.
mean, if someone fucking got killed by the car once and it got turned into some big small town fucking jibber jabber, dude, we live it. It's constant in Auburn.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
all
no,
kinds of stupid
people's
shit.
cars are constantly going
No,
up
I'm
in
just saying there's
flames
all kinds of
because
stupid
of
local
demonic
gossip
possession.
and shit.
All
So
right,
like,
fair enough. All right,
I'm just saying,
I'm following you.
I'm taking the skeptical view that these people are getting all fucking uppity and righteous because she's a witch and she's cool and doing cool shit. And they're just like, oh, your fucking car's the devil and it's cursed. And they're fucking taking it apart on her. It's a car she uses every fucking day, and they're just ripping it apart.
You're making assumptions. She's just cool and doing cool shit.
I don't
and
know.
they hate her. Like,
Because I'm trying to fucking, because it's fucked
She's
up,
making
man.
banana bread, giving it to the homeless.
I mean, although it's good banana bread. I love banana bread.
Me too.
Although she did say that the car was haunted. So she's kind of like, yeah, things are happening. Maybe they're killing people, but maybe
haunted
not.
and cursed are not the same thing.
I know, but it's in the same ballpark.
But I'm gonna add a little something, little addendum that might help Mark a little bit.
All right, good. Thank you. I need help with this because I'm upset
Clearly are.
at the fucking local people of this town.
Orchard Valley
Yeah.
High.
Or
She's not,
we didn't say it right. It's
I
fucking-
don't, dude.
Orchard was an old Orchard Beach.
Old Orchard Beach.
Yeah, I just could not remember that.
Let's do this right now. If anybody is out there in Old Orchard Beach, email us. Our contacts, whether it's social media, whatever, get a hold of us. We need to talk. Because
Absolutely.
we might need some fucking feet some boots in the ground with this shit.
We definitely need to have a broader perspective than what we've been provided.
And actually,
with.
there are plenty of stories that we do that people from that town hear about the podcast, or they search it and they get a hold of us immediately, like, holy shit, I had no idea about this. So if you live in Old Orchard Beach or beach, whatever, beachfront property, get a hold of us.
If you know Wendy Allen and you're here to speak for
If
her,
you are Wendy
phenomenal.
Allen.
If you are Wendy Allen,
Get a hold of us.
If you're a surviving member of any of these churches,
Yeah.
and you have a different perspective, we would also like to hear that.
well, I don't know. If evil's infectious and if they had something to do with the car, maybe just talking to us is going to spread it to us.
Oh,
So-
God damn it. Chris might be right.
you guys brought it up. I'm just making sure it doesn't happen.
I don't want to talk to the
Contact Mark at...
Yeah, no, Wendy Allen, let me know. All right, so what is the wrap up here, Robert?
In the meantime, Wendy Allen now drives a 1992 Volvo, which she has adorned with 2.5 million beads, toys, buttons, marbles, and rhinestones.
Oh, boy.
She has baptized her new car the Dazzlin' Raspberry. That's with lots of Z's.
I see that.
Okay.
But, in deference to her,
It sounds cool.
and uses it to raise awareness of autism.
Oh, well, that's a good
Yes,
cause.
it is an excellent
yeah.
cause.
So she's taking a negative and she's flipping it to a positive. She's taking that frown, she's putting it upside down.
It is unknown how many lives the raspberry has claimed, but one suspects it's probably
I
still
don't think
in
it
the
claimed
single
any
digits.
lives. I think that she's spreading awareness for autism.
No one's going to argue that isn't an extraordinary cause.
So she's turning this into something positive. She's taking the fucking negativity surrounding her and the Golden Eagle and saying, you know what? I'm going to bring awareness
I'm going to
something.
bedazzle my car.
I mean, that's
I'm
a
going to bring
lot
some awareness.
of bedazzling.
That's a lot. That's
What was that?
2.5
A 92
million.
a 92
Volvo.
Volvo.
Is it even possible?
Volvos are nice cars, too. Maybe what if
Well,
it's, what if
beads
it's one of those
and beads
diesels?
are small.
Million.
Do you remember those? Do you guys
Yeah,
remember
I
those,
know.
those fucking
You're right.
diesel Volvos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
And you fucking turn them on, they sound like a hog. Just fucking
I
from
do
the
recall.
engine. Yeah, dude, we've just got one of those.
It's a possibility.
I mean, I got a sweet 2003 Honda Civic, but that's just me.
You do. It's
What if dude,
dope shit.
What if that was me, dude, and people were tearing apart my Civic?
I would let
you'd be
'em.
grateful.
You let them? Why?
Yeah.
It's the car that gets us all around every
You
week.
just get another one.
I might be selling to Rob.
And if it starts killing people, I'm just going to have to take that.
What if my car is cursed without me?
Oh, that's silly.
You don't know that, though. What if I'm holding it together?
Wow.
Are you?
What if you're
could
the
be.
dream that keeps your car alive?
All right. Well, you talk to it.
All right, so
See what it wants to do.
she's doing positive stuff in her life after being falsely.
Or is it penance after killing scores?
Oh, I see. No, I think she's probably just doing something positive. So my take on this is that weird, whatever, coincidences. Just again, we don't have actual facts and figures about what really happened. So a couple weird things happen, decapitations, whatever. Families are killed. Sparky, R.I.P. I think they're just fucking blaming it on her because she's like a witch. Really? I think they're just kind of like shafting her on this.
Well, initially they're blaming the car.
Well, yeah, but then they got to her.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything to her. They didn't try to burn
They
her.
fucking took the car apart when she uses it every day.
Yeah, but they think the car is a fucking kill machine.
Yeah.
Saying.
I mean, if you believed that there
what are you
was an
saying?
object
It was
in your
just-
it was
neighborhood
bullshit.
that was sentient and evil and the merest touch could result in the death of an entire family, would you not take some sort of action?
I would not.
Really?
No. I get the
One
fuck
of your kids bumps into it and then
I get the fuck away from it.
Audi.
I'd be yelling at the kids, get away from the goddamn car! And I could fucking kill you. And right there you go.
That's it. That would be exactly what you would do.
No, not at all.
Yell at my
Wow.
kids
Gee.
constantly.
I can understand why they're. I can understand why they're going after her. I'm saying that maybe it's not. They're pinning it on her, and it's not anything. It's being like they're just getting hysterical over nothing.
No, they definitely did that big leap with the old sea witch.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like
And,
they're.
and I, you know what? I mean, I'm a skeptic about a lot of supernatural things, and I've never, been a big shock here, a big fan of witch burning. Always thought that was
Yeah,
kind of
no,
a silly
they're kinda
pastime.
fucking- yeah.
Sorry your bread was
Little
moldy.
bit of a jump.
Sorry that gossip turns into fucking homicide.
Well, dude,
you
we
know?
got gossip turning into fucking dismantling a car.
So even though I'm playing devil's advocate, I actually do err with you.
Thank you.
I think there's a really good chance that if this happened at all, I mean, and this could have been blown all the fuck out of
Yeah,
proportion.
totally.
But if this did happen at all, that people are maybe. I don't blame them because when your
if you get
family and your friends
hysterical.
are in jeopardy, if you happen to know somebody that has murdered their entire family that were otherwise sane up until that moment, I could see where you're not thinking rational anymore.
Yeah, totally.
But by and large, I'm not going to blame inanimate objects or witchcraft.
No, I don't really think there's any real like. I mean, if the car, I mean, I don't know how the fuck do you curse a car? Like,
I don't know. Somebody
the
curse
way you
anything
curse
else.
anything.
somebody on the fucking assembly line is like,
Curse a couch.
or what are the thin air or whatever. Like, what are you gonna do? A gypsy curse?
Wow, now you're maligning gypsies.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Like, what
Well, the same you would
what
curse
the
a
fuck?
doll or just an amulet, an object, anything.
Do people wear amulets still though? Is that a thing?
I would
Somebody-
wear the fuck out of an amulet.
Do you have an amulet?
No.
Could you wear one?
Yeah.
If we got one, you would wear it.
Why not?
Let's get him an amulet.
I think we got
Why
it.
would you not wear an
Because I want
amulet?
to see him walk around with a sweet amulet. All right, Christopher, what do you think?
Oh my god.
I think this is just major.
Like
You
over-
really got to boil this down to what really happened, and we don't know.
Right.
This is what really happened.
Right.
It is just ubiquitous out there. Like you can't
People
look
overreacting.
Pretty sure it's not a
at
curse.
cars
I mean,
and doing anything remotely supernatural without seeing golden eagle here and there. So I was just like, it's a sign. We're doing this fucking
Yeah,
thing.
totally.
And I'm
Yeah.
glad we did it. I'm really hoping it's not nearly. It can't be. There's just. First off, I can't even
Well-
believe that three sets of cops in a small town murder their entire family.
Yeah, it's a lot
of fucking
and like,
people,
there's not
dude.
like 17 documentaries on it.
yeah, dude, you're talking mom, dad, brother,
That's what I
sister,
mean, there's-
fucking goldfish and shit.
Or even if it's just like wife Sally and your namesake son, it's still too much.
I would assume that we would hear
There
about
would
it.
be a fucking article somewhere in some newspaper at that time that you should be able to find.
Then again, I mean,
If they happen in one
small,
town.
Then I
small
didn't
town
look
weird
into
shit.
any of it. Any of it.
Yeah,
But-
no, right.
Weird, horrific, small town shit. Kind of, I mean, not easy to cover up, but because of the way it was back then, you probably could have swept it under the rug and be like, "Oh, some weird shit happened, but we don't talk
I
about
don't think
it."
you could sweep under the rug 3 cops going Amityville.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
because we had one in Amityville, and we all know about it.
I mean, maybe fucking 3 of
Yeah.
them.
The Amityville
The
equation.
Amityville equation.
We have one Amityville.
Dude, it's fucking-
we know about
yeah.
it.
It's
Everyone knows
it's
about it.
Amityville math. But you know what though? Let's for a moment here pause and take a second and say, okay, what if the car is cursed and cursed objects are a thing? Warning labels, maybe? Like warning cursed like is this Zach Baggins territory? Because didn't he do this with like Post Malone or something? They touched the Dybbuk box or some shit.
Jesus,
I don't even know what
speaking
you're
out of school
talking
with
about.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, remember Zach Baggins?
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't watched.
Yeah, didn't like because he has one of those. He has a fucking Dybbuk box. One of those.
Is Zach Baggins a hobbit? I have no idea who you're talking
Isn't Zach
about.
The guy from
Baggins-
Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, the guy from Ghost Adventures.
Oh, the guy who screams at ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh, is that yeah, muscle guy, right?
Yeah, he's like-
Affliction. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm the man," or
All
whatever.
right, I'm gonna aggravate the ghost now. Hey, you.
He screams for
jerk
ghost. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Didn't we do a story about this that we never released because it was him and Post Malone, and he had a Dybbuk box,
don't even
one,
know
one
what
of
you're
those
talking
haunted fucking boxes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it was like in his museum or whatever, and they were like fucking around with it, and like weird shit happened. I could have sworn that we were going to do that as a
I
story.
don't believe we did.
I think
yeah.
no, because I kept bringing up. I wanted the Post Malone story because spoiler alerts, I'm a Post Malone fan, and no one wanted.
I
to
don't
do
even
it.
know who that is.
I think you're talking about the last podcast that we did.
What do you mean?
This does not.
How old is this
This
story?
seems like it's a while back.
It was one. It was supposed to be for like an Evil Science and Magic Buddies.
For this
pretty
pod
sure.
or
Regardless.
our other pod?
Shouldn't Zach Baggins like own the fucking Golden Eagle? Because isn't that like what he does? Like he owns he owns like cursed objects and shit. Like doesn't he?
I
buy
have-
If he does,
No
then
idea.
I guess the onus is on him because is he pulling like a Lorraine Warren? I mean, what the fuck? Who owns cursed objects now?
I'm
I don't even
assuming
know
Zach
who's taking care of
Baggins.
Annabelle anymore.
I
I mean,
think
I'm
Zach
half
Baggins.
terrified she's going to come seeking vengeance on anyone's ever spoken her name.
Again, I think it might be Zach Baggins,
Okay,
but
you
I
keep
don't
saying
know
that, but we don't
because I
know.
don't follow this shit.
I don't either.
I should, but I don't.
Okay, well, you do
Do you
that.
think cursed objects are real?
I don't, but I probably still wouldn't fuck with it. I'm probably that shit ain't real, but you know what?
What do you mean
I'm not
fuck
taking a
with it?
chance. Like,
Would you
I don't
touch
play
something?
cards.
Would you touch the golden eagle? You got a family, by
I
the
do.
way.
I know. I do.
Yeah, you got a family, but just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, in case I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not putting your life on the line. It's putting everyone's life on the line.
Part of me is like the logical part of my brain is like that shit's not real.
Right.
It's not a cursed object. I can touch it and nothing's going to happen to me.
Would you mock Annabelle in her case?
Again, logically speaking, I could mock her and be like, it's a fucking doll. It doesn't matter. This shit's not real. But that little tiny fucking part of my brain that's like, if this shit's real, you're fucked.
Yeah, but it's kind of.
Dude, I don't play cards at all. No blackjack, no nothing.
Yeah, but that's
I just
partially
walk away.
Movies
That's all I do.
have done that to you.
No, well, of course they have. But
That's the only reason.
well, yeah, and but
that
again,
you would
because
think of this
logically, I know that a Ouija board it really just works on the pressure of your fucking hands, but I still won't do one, or will I?
we
You
made
I-
one and we
we're-
did it.
We've done
It's true, we
Yeah.
did a real one. So the long and short is no, I wouldn't touch it.
Right.
Just because I'm fucking.
Because safety first, motherfucker.
That's right, safety first. Would you what? You guys gonna touch it?
Yeah,
Are you gonna slap its cheeks?
yeah. I would drop an elbow
You gonna,
off the
are you
top
gonna give her
rope.
the fucking stunner? Are
I
you, gonna,
would-
are you gonna RKO the fucking car?
I
Like,
would
what are you
give
gonna do?
Annabelle sweet chin music through the fucking through the case.
Dude, I just want to see Chris jumping through a glass case.
I
and
could
fucking
totally see that.
Dropping giving Annabelle the fucking big boot.
That's
Just
it.
The Polish hammer, dude. Just fucking crush
All
her
of
with
it.
it. Oh, man.
All of it.
All right, well, I'm a little bit more cautious. And again, logically, I completely understand the cursed objects aren't a thing. But on the offset chance that they're not, I don't fuck with it.
I get it.
Same rational again, why I don't play cards.
Fair enough.
There you go. Robert, what do you think?
Touch it.
Touch it.
Touch it.
Play with it.
Touch the golden eagle.
Touch it. Feel it.
Touch it. Touch it.
The golden eagle, I'm less impressed with. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I mean, even though its body count is tremendous.
Its body count's way bigger than fucking Annabelle's.
yeah,
way bigger.
Much. In fact, Annabelle doesn't even technically have a body count.
No, she tried to choke somebody.
Yeah.
And fucking Big Lou stepped in.
Well, no. I mean, I guess a dude in a motorcycle did it.
All right.
That was being kind of a douche.
fucking one dude.
Right.
This car as
But
allegedly
kind of like I
slaughtered
say, I
people.
don't technically believe in demons. I don't. But then again, I'm a little bit like you in the sense that I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around.
Why tempt fate? Fuck it,
And
dude.
and chances are, even though I don't believe anything would happen, what's the value in doing it?
Yeah.
Like, where's
It can
the
help.
profit in being able to say, I did that?
Right.
So I probably wouldn't.
All right.
You need profit.
Well, yeah, some
yeah.
emotional,
If someone's like,
some
here's
reputational.
$10, touch Annabelle. You wouldn't do it?
For
Nah,
$10?
Not for $10. No.
No,
But really,
I
$10
can-
isn't. That's a guy. We can get a pizza just for touching a fucking doll, and you're gonna say
we
no.
have Patreon money. Patreon.com/Kryptonite Podcast.
There it is.
Yeah,
You are
Patreon money.
silly,
We
I'm
are
just saying.
cautious.
silly
Yeah,
putty.
I'm not. Look, again, I'm saying I completely understand the logical part of me completely understands it. The illogical part, the part with survival, is like, don't fucking get near that shit. Even though I'm like, it's bullshit, but you know what? I ain't fucking with it. Again, technically, I mean, I do believe in demons, but still, doesn't mean I'm gonna fuck with them.
Well, you especially shouldn't if you
Exactly.
do believe in that.
Just leaving them alone.
All right, whatever.
All right, so is that where we're gonna leave it with the fucking Golden Eagle?
So, yeah, I guess Chris would go on a crazy joyride and fucking hit the hammer hard.
Sweet. I
and
mean, you were saying, or just like, you know.
we're waiting to earn his $10 so we can all go get pizza.
That's right.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Be
So
like,
do we got?
you're welcome. Here's your Whoppers.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
but if
Chris.
you add cheese, and we're fucked up because it's the whole 60-cent thing.
Okay, so I'll do the tax and I'll ask for like $13.75.
You're gonna have to.
We'll do the
Yeah.
math and see how much
All
2
right,
for 6
fine.
Whoppers cost.
Fine. All right, so there you have it. That is our first car episode.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And our second cursed object. I think.
Oh, yeah, no, because, well, Annabelle, haunted and cursed. So, yeah, we had a doll, now we had a car. What's next? Who knows? Maybe.
Who knows,
Dare I
indeed.
say more cars?
More cars?
Well, in the future, you
There's,
never know.
Yeah, no, Rob and I, spoiler alerts, Rob and I had a conversation about this. There's more cars.
Okay.
More fucked up cars.
All right.
It won't be in the near future.
No, we'll give a little.
cars?
There's going to be a little car breathing room.
We can't do back-to-back car episodes.
Oh,
although
God, no.
I think I may have, when I was talking to you, I was like, dude, we should do like a fucking car month. But it's a bad idea.
That's a real bad
That's
idea.
really fucking terrible. So, whatever. You know what? We all, sometimes I have bad ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all do.
We let you know.
You know? Thank you for joining us for the Kryptonite Podcast. As always, the social medias, the Instas, the Twitters, the Facebooks. Shout outs to everybody in the Facebook fan group. Holy shit, it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
Yeah.
having so much fun in there. So many fucking awesome memes. It's so cool. Again, patreon.com/Kryptonite Podcast. Thank you all to everyone who supports that. We appreciate the money beyond belief. And we really hope that
it's
you guys
awesome.
are enjoying the episodes that we're putting out because we have like 2 to 3 bonus audio things happening there every month. We have fun recording them. We hope that you guys all enjoy them. iTunes, be sure to leave some reviews. We recently, as mentioned in the episode, may have gotten a 1-star politically motivated fucking review because somebody took a swipe at the president, Christopher. So hey,
Took
feel
a
free to go there.
swipe.
Feel free. Yeah, it wasn't even a swipe. You literally said the president's name, and somebody got fucking upset. So anyway, feel free to help us bury that 1-star review by giving us a 5-star review. And without further,
Wow.
I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And
Without further, I guess that's
Yeah,
it.
I know it ended. I was on a high. That's
my
all the
God.
announcements that we have, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Later.
Peace.
And use your own judgment when you come across a cursed object. Know better, but on the other hand, think if like that 0.00% chance might be there, just like act cool and swipe but miss.
Yeah, I mean,
So you don't look like a fucking punk in front of your friends, but you,
know what?
don't
Also,
have to
though,
take
too,
it home with you.
Like, don't go after someone because they're a witch. And they're, what was it? Elcat, right?
Eel cat.
Elcat. Elcat. What the fuck's Elcat?
The cat in
I don't
Spanish.
know.
El gato es muy grande.
Oh, I don't know.
Saying,
Superman's
you know,
cat?
Oh yeah, again, if you are from the this area, Palm Beach Ocean, what was it called?
Orchard Beach.
Beach.
Orchard Beach. Get a hold of us. If you have any information, let us know. And we're talking to you soon.
But
Don't touch it. Just don't fucking touch it.
Bye.